thought I would show you real quick what I've got lined up on the stash, although there's, you know what? Hold on. Let me go get 2 more models. Yeah, okay, Max, you're not overloading yourself. You went to get 2 kits, and what did you get? Okay, I think this is a pipe dream. There's no way I'm getting all these done, but it's like an illness. I want to do that one, and that one, and that one. Well, hello glue troopers, and welcome back to the TARBIS. So, lot to report. First off, I got this thing cleaned up today. All day affair, actually started yesterday. And now I've got some room to maneuver. Got the floor cleaned up, all the paints and tools and everything are in the wheeled rollers now, and I've actually got some maneuvering room. And I thought I would real quick go over what's on the agenda for the builds. Now, for those who don't know, we're currently doing the Airliner build, and that's going to be due at the end of May, and then 2 weeks after that will be the Canadian build. Now, I was going to do these 2 Heracles by Airfix, and it's supposed to sort of be based on the British Pathé footage of the 2 Heracles. I believe they're in Egypt at a stopover. I have to make a hangar facade if I can, and that's the plan for that. But I wanted to do more than that, so I found Hans Peter had sent me a bunch of bag kits, and I found a de Havilland Heron, which is the 4-engine. Now, I thought about putting it in Shawnee Airlines markings, but this has the inline, I believe those are Gypsy Minor engines, not the opposed engines that were on the American version at Shawnee Airlines here in Florida. I suppose I could just go ahead and do it anyway, you know, make it what you want it to be, right? I've always had a fascination with the old commuter airlines of Florida that were, they were a colorful lot. There's a book I have called Sunshine Skies that gets into that, and maybe we'll talk about that some of the live stream, but this place used to have some really wild little commuter airlines, and Shawnee was just one of many of them. But anyway, I want to build a Heron. The decals look like they're probably a little old to be usable, but I do want to put it in airline markings. Now, to be clear, the Airliner build, I've gotten a few questions about it. This is a commercial Airliner build. It can be a Zeppelin, it can be a biplane, it can go anywhere from the Benoit flying boat from, I believe it was 1912, that was the first, considered the first airline. That was Tony Jannus, ironically down here in Florida, across Tampa Bay, the Tampa St. Pete airboat line, all the way up to the Concorde or modern 380, whatever you want to make. I will accept like the Lockheed or Boeing SSTs that they were going to make that didn't get made, because those are more than just paper airplanes. I mean, there were plans to actually make them. The program got killed, but I don't want spacecraft, because there are no space lines yet. I'm trying to keep from going in the weeds here. I'm not really counting the Falcon 9 as an airliner yet. That kind of stuff will be in a different kind of build. So commercial airlines, any country, any time period. That includes Zeppelins, that includes helicopter airlines. If I can, I might do that Tamiya BV-107 helicopter, because they actually have the New York Airways markings for it. And I'd love to have one in New York Airways markings. If you guys ever seen the movie Coogan's Bluff with Clint Eastwood, that's one of the few times the movies actually, you get a good look both inside and outside at the New York Airways helicopter operation in New York. You know, it's one of those ones that used to land on the Pan Am building, until unfortunately one of their Sikorsky's had a landing gear trunnion fail, and it rolled over, and bad things ensued. So that was the end of flying off the Pan Am building. But I will accept helicopter airlines like the little, what is it, Blade, the current little helicopter airline. You know, there are some smaller helicopters that fly as airlines. As long as it's flying commercial airline service, point A, carrying people or freight, point A to point B. All right, that a commercial airline. If you've got some C-47s and you want to use one of those, please make it a DC-3 version. I'm not including military VIP transports because they're not commercial airlines. Charter would be close enough, you know. So if you did your charters in an Aztec and you want to include that, I guess that, you know, that's still an airline. So I just want to be clear about that. You got any questions, shoot me an email. Speaking of which, I set up a Wix page today, but there's really nothing on it. I just, again, a way to protect the name in case somebody else decides to do something with the Max's models. Turned out there are several other Max's models that are like, you know, modeling agencies you know, that kind of thing. But there's no content out there. That was just, you know, I have no actual domain name. It's through them. I guess I do need to get up with somebody, probably Wix or somebody, go ahead and protect the domain name so somebody doesn't set up a Max's Models website that actually is a real deal. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe it'll be something someday. I mean, at one point, the Grand Canyon was just a creek. Maybe. So now, I thought I would talk about what is on the table here that I am going to, some to be painted and some to be built, and just I'll give you the quick dime tour now that I got everything nicely organized. We have the Death Star that has to be puttied and painted. I have the Stinson, the Kafir, the Redstone rocket, and the cowboy figure that need to be painted. Then I have the Heron in the sparkling ice box. I have the Pibber, which is already started, and that actually I need to get cracking on that, but no time pressure because the watercraft build's already behind us. I have the Big Rig and the Dodge van, which are going to be for the Canadian build. The two Heracles are going to be for the Airliner build, or at least that's the plan. I just need to finish the Lowe's Monte Carlo insides and everything to put the body of the Max's Models race car on it. Of course, I won't be using the Lowe's colors. Then I have the inside that box. The P38 is actually a Dornier 335 that in 1/48 scale that TD sent me, and I'm going to be cutting that up for the kit bash. The Bugatti Royale, of course, is going to be cut up for the Tom Daniel inspired build. I'll probably be using the wheels off the semi-trailer, and I'll be using the rest of the semi-trailer for the rest of my diorama. The Hawk Beta 1, just whenever I can get to it. And of course, I have the P51 stacked up over here because I want to do the comparison build. Edward, AMT, and Tamiya. Then that other P51 by Condor, which is a 1/72nd scale, that's the 1A. And then of course, I still have those two rockets that were sent to me by Horizon. Go ahead and build those and at some point fairly soon. And then I can do a you know, sort of a review on them. But if they're anything like the Redstone, I don't foresee any problems. I think they'll go together very well. So that's what is actually laid out on my build queue. I also have these other aircraft that I put on the desk just because when I went out to the shed to get the two Heracles, then I just saw these other airliners. Ooh, the BV-107 with the New York Air Markings. Ooh, the Broden. Oh, by the way, the DC-7 is a Roden kit, and since we will probably be doing a, for some of you guys like the idea of national builds and light everything's going on, I figure after we're done the Canadian build, the next one could be a Ukraine build, so it can be something Ukrainian or something from Ukraine, and since Roden is a Ukrainian company, I figure that will be my entry. So that's where all that's laid out. If you're still awake, got the shelves rearranged, created a lot of space, have some room to work with now. Feeling a lot better about what's going on. And see you guys at the live stream on Saturday, 7 p.m. East Coast time, 2300 Zulu. And by the way, one last parting shot. As I was cleaning up today, I found this PamsCon flyer. So just because I found it, just a reminder that in Polk County, I guess it is, in Plant City, at the Strawberry Festival Fairgrounds, Saturday, June 25th, is the PamsCon 22 for anybody that wants to go to that. So it says for more information, website is polkareamodelsociety.com. You know. And who knows, maybe if I have the day off, I might wander on down there. So guys, take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.